find me though. Cha-cha matcha with a rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, lil' bro. Let me throw myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
She got me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. Okay. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but in front of Bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay for wait. Jugging on the main stage, the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made
With the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Good running play here to start the drive. That'll net him 14 yards as they pick up the first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It's going to be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Number 22.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. He's going to float this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A big play there, 47 yards, and the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st down, Baltimore.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They go play action now. Jackson. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 4.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play. Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown.
Jackson's pass.
7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there is they were able to connect. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 34. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
At the 14-yard line.
Jackson, he's going to keep it himself. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, He committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
First down, Baltimore.
Here's Jackson to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, Baltimore. 63 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he's got it up and through.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Flush to his right. That is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. These two teams all tied after 1.
39-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And a Raven 1st down.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Patrick Queen coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now they try the right side here. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now it's Martin. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38-yard line.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force the 3rd down.
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, guy just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. This time Jackson will throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
On for the field goal. A 58-yard attempt.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. Want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat with a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Now on the run, he'll throw it back. This is caught inside the 15. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
the kicker.
An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Ravens 17. Bengals 14.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards. So make it 2nd and 5. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now Jackson on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Andrews. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, Jackson. Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
For the field goal, a 37-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Boy, you sure don't see that too often.
I guess you can't really call anything a gimme, but you figure with his track record, that's a sure thing. But it turns out it's not the case.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
3 down, 3 down. 40's Mike, 40's Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
At their own 16-yard line.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Throwing on second down, Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Operating from the gun, Jackson looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Number 20.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
And a Raven first down.
Jackson on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a handoff looking right. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
He was brought down at
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know flashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game, and I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Burrow on play action. Going deep downfield for Ross. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 9. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack. And guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And here's Jackson on the option. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Complete to
Gus Edwards, 63 yards as the Ravens push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion, it felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
3rd and 1.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Ravens 31.
Back now in Cincinnati. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
4-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick.
That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, 34 yards. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 75 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Well, we've certainly seen this before, C.D. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy is simply sensational.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Now Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. It's Clinton Dix with a pick. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 39. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Ravens first.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. At the Bengals' 23-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a short gain here down to the 22.
He was taken down at the...
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's a gain of
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded near the back of the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
Here's Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's third down.
The coverage.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think that part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Play action. It's Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
For the point after.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And they will take a knee here. And they take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Baltimore, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Irresponsible without your money, I'm not. Thought he had a plan, but we go foil his plots. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hell in the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money, I'm not. Thought he had a plan, but we go foil his plots. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hell in the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. And my energy paralyzed, I'm like a finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message. You the best, if it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess. You ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't a bearing to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up down the air in the scene. And I feel just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Test the driver's sauce, so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Me and I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all those losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him them sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around, it's like the hand on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around, just like the hand on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm dropping the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break it, but me and myself top two. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 444 in the car, my dash. Shake a big, told them all, you went first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma grow that cash to my money. You know what? Stop.
They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Stay sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimum.